And there's typically three things that go into planning for a road trip, which is very similar to starting your investment journey. When you think about planning for a road trip, the first one is budget. How much can you spend on your trip, right? And so, depending on how much you can spend on your trip, will allow you to figure out where you can go. Right. So if you have a larger budget, then you can hop on a plane and you can go on a destination far away. Right. And because of that budget, you might actually be able to do if it's a big budget, you might be able to do a longer duration. Or you might start working it a little bit, say, okay, I'm going to spend more to go further, but I'm going to have a shorter duration. Or you could say, okay, I'm going to have a less expensive vacation and I'm going to go for a long period of time. So, you have your budget and then you also have your duration. Now, there are some limitations on duration too, like how much vacation time you have, how much time you're willing to spend in that location, right? Like if it is a water park, you might just stay there for a couple of days. But if you go to like an international trip, you might want to spend a week or two there. So your duration, right, might also affect your destination. And then the third part is the destination. So based on your budget, based on your duration, where can you go? Going back to the first part, which is budget, what we're looking for with the budget is on a monthly basis, how much can you put aside without compromising your budget? So when you are thinking about investing, you really want to commit to an ongoing monthly deposit. Okay, whether it's your 401k, whether it is your employee purchase plans, whether it is your retirement account, whether it is a taxable investment account. Whatever it is, you want to commit to a reoccurring monthly deposit into the markets once all of your financial ducks are in a row. And we also talk about in the Before Investing class, we also talk about putting spending after savings. So paying yourself first is how some of my students have said it. So basically putting the money aside for savings, for investing, etc., and then everything else goes to needs and wants. Okay. And that's also part of the budgeting worksheets that I put together in the workbook about getting your financial ducks in a row. Okay. So then the next part of this equation is duration. So how soon will you need access to that money? So where are you in your life stages? What is the next life stage that you are going to be saving for, right? How soon will you need access to those monies? And then destination. Again, we're talking about destination. Now, there's all different types of destinations, right? So destinations could be types of accounts. It could be a self-directed account. It could be a robo-advisor account. It could be a financial advisor account. And then within those types of accounts are different types of asset classes. So you have single stocks, you have futures, you have ETFs, you have mutual funds, you have bonds, you have all these different types of asset classes. And these asset classes have various levels of risk associated with them. Okay. But by knowing your budget and by knowing your duration, it can help you to figure out the destination and which asset classes are the best fit for your timeline.